Okay. Okay. Here I'm going to demonstrate how to do a scan based on moving averages or other indicators on your chart. And we were going to show a GUPPY, how to do a red, white, and blue scan, basically, with a GUPPY chart. So if you were with me with the last video that showed how to create a GUPPY chart, I'm going to bring up that watch list, or not that watch list, I'm going to bring up that layout, and we will try and create a scan based on that chart. So let's see, if I go to File, and open layout. Nope. Okay. Let's go down here to new layout tab, and we want partial GUPPY 2, which is the one I just made. And there it is. So we open it. This is what we just had. Now I'm going to want us to make an easy scan. So I'll go up to here to the easy scan area, easy scan drop down, and click that. And I'm going to create a new easy scan. And here's my window for creating an easy scan. And I want to scan all US stocks. That's what I will start with. And then I want to add a condition. I want my price to be above 20. Let's see, where am I? Greater than 20. That takes so long there. And I guess volume is greater than, let's say, $100,000 share. $100,000 shares. Okay. And what else? Well, I don't know. Now let's go to conditions. We will save this as an easy scan. We'll save it as GUPPY demo. RWB demo. Now there are a number of ways to make an RWB scan, a red, white, and blue scan. Remember how we're defining red, white, and blue. It's when all the shorter moving averages, the moving averages with shorter periods, the faster moving averages, are above the moving averages with longer periods. So the way to add an indicator based on to a scan based on an indicator that's in a chart is you can click on that indicator. So I'm going to click there, and it says create a scan condition. So I can create a scan condition for the average moving average, 3-period moving average. And for that condition, I want it to be greater than all of the blues. So in order for, I would have to do that for each individual blue moving average. So the first moving average is the 30. I can click on that, and I want it to be above the moving average 30. And now it says add scan to add to an existing watch list or scan. I'm going to click on that. And here it gives me choices. I could add it to this watch list, I could add it as a column, I could add it as a scan, or put it in a whole new window. We want it to be on this new demo that we're making, this red, white, and blue demo. We're going to add two conditions. And there it is. The moving average, 3-period moving average price history is above the 30 weekly price history. Okay, on a weekly. Moving average price Yes, the 3-period weekly moving average is above the 30-period moving average. Okay, on a weekly chart. So, and we want to do that for the 5-period as well. Create scan condition. We have to do that. And we have to say moving period 5 is greater than the 30 period. Add to existing watch list. This is a little bit time consuming, but you get a great scan when it's done. And then I can do it for the 8 period. And create scan condition. And average of 30. And add to the existing watch list. And with the 10 period, and it's above the 30 period. On the weekly, time frame weekly, that's important. Right here, all of these have the same time frame, which is weekly. Now I could adjust that if I wanted to, but I don't, because I want to do a red, white, and blue on a weekly red, white, and blue. And add existing, adding to that. And you can see all these conditions are being added. Now, I would do this for all 6 of the short ones, and then I would do it for all 6 of the short ones for all 6 of the longer ones. So if I wanted to continue, I would go create scan condition greater than the 35 period this time, because that's the next one. Above that moving average, add to conditions, and so on. So the next one would be the 5 above the 35, and the 8 above the 40, I mean the 8 above the 35, and the 10 above the 35, and then the 3 above the 40, and then the 5 above the 40, and then the 8 above the 40, and then the 10 above the 40, then the 3 above the 45, and for a long time. And that would technically define that all the shorter period moving averages would be above the longer period moving averages. And it wouldn't matter if these were all in line or not, the way I've been writing it, or whether these were all in line or not. Now, so I can say that, let's see, I can scan. And these ones, and I can move this scan over to my watch list. Swap. Oh, I don't want that one. I just want my RWB demo up here. And all of these should show that, and they seem to. This one just starting on for the few conditions that I've made. Okay. Now I would want to, if I wanted this, I would want to save this scan. If I wanted to keep all those new conditions that I put in, all these new conditions, I would want to save this so that I can pull it up in another window perhaps. For instance, I can go to another layout, maybe, and I can look up what I just saved. RWB demo is the one that I just made, and that should be the same. Oh, we're not looking at it on the RWB. I'm just hitting the space bar and scrolling down through each L, which scrolls down through each symbol in the watch list. Now then, I made earlier an RWB scan for myself, and I cheated a little bit. It's not exactly truly an RWB. You have to open open this. Wait a second. Let me do it. Easy scan. RWB. I'm going to open this one. Okay. Now then, I can show you what this one looks like. So click Edit. And I'm going to close that. What I did was I did the same thing as the one before to start, which was that the 3 is above the 30, and the 5 is above the 30, and the 8 is above the 30, and the 10 is above the 30, and the 12 is above the 30, and the 15 is above the 30. Then I kind of cheated a little bit, and what I'm asking for is that the 30 is above the 35, and the 35 is above the 40, and the 40 is above the 45, and 45 is above the 50, and 50 is above the 60. And what this scan says is that all of these longer period moving averages have to be perfectly stacked up against each other. They can't be doing this where they're intermingling. So this scan would not bring up, if we were at this period right here. Let's see if I can make this bigger. It would not catch this red, white, and blue until probably about somewhere in here. Maybe as far over as over here. When those blue lines are all perfectly stacked up against each other. And it wouldn't catch this red, white, and blue pattern until all the way here. So technically it's not a very good scan. I need to make it better. That was the one that I did. And what I should have done was, for the 3, make it be above the 30 and the 35 and the 40 and the 45 and the 50 and the 60. And for the 5, make it above the 30, the 35, the 40, the 45, the 50, and the 60. And the 8. So I was kind of lazy. I tried to make it not have to type as much. But I think when I get some free time, I'm going to make a real red, white, and blue scan. Well, I hope this was helpful. And if you have any questions, feel free to email, and I will try to answer.